Welcome, welcome, welcome to Oliver's Opinion. I am John Oliver. Thank you so much for joining us. We begin tonight with something that is supposed to protect America, but somehow ends up screwing it harder than a mattress store in a recession. Tariffs. Yes. Tariffs. The economic equivalent of punching yourself in the face and calling it patriotism. They are back. Again. Because President Donald Trump has decided that the only thing more satisfying than blaming China for everything is charging Americans more money to prove it. This week, Trump unveiled his latest round of tariffs, and in case you are wondering if they are smart, strategic, or economically sound, they are not, but they do sound really tough when you yell them over a Kid Rock remix in a Waffle House parking lot. Trump is treating tariffs like they are a cure for every disease: unemployment, inflation, globalism, sadness, erectile dysfunction, you name it. He will tariff it. And while he claims they are a brilliant negotiating tactic, let us be clear, these tariffs are less of a strategy and more of a tantrum with paperwork. So tonight we are going to dive deep into how tariffs work, who actually pays for them, and why Trump is basically holding a grenade with the pin in his mouth and insisting that it is gum. Tonight we begin with a word that is as American as apple pie bankruptcy and naming your child Braden. Tariffs, yes, tariffs, or as Donald Trump calls them, tariffs are good and easy to win. That is not economic theory. That is the kind of thing you hear from a toddler after their first lemonade stand goes under because they charged $17 a cup. Let us talk about Donald Trump's love affair with tariffs, because my God, it is more passionate than Rudy Giuliani whispering sweet nothings to a landscaping company. Trump has made tariffs the centerpiece of his economic policy. He has slapped them on steel, aluminum, washing machines, Chinese goods, Canadian goods, French wine, Mexican avocados. If it exists and is not nailed down, he has tried to tariff it.
A tariff is a tax on a foreign country. That's the way it is, whether you like it or not. A lot of people like to say, oh, it's a tax on us. No. It's a tax on a foreign country. We're going to be a tariff nation. It's not going to be a cost to you. It's going to be a cost to another country. I heard Kamala the other day, Comrade Kamala, she said, oh, if you do that, he's raising your taxes. No. I'm not raising your taxes. And by the way, for years they knocked the word tariff, properly used, is a beautiful word. One of the most beautiful words I've ever heard. It's music to my ears. We used to be an all-tariff country in the 1890s, 1880s, 1890s, early 1900s, all tariffs. That was when our country was the richest it ever was. Thank you. And that was easy. I didn't even do anything other than say, I'm telling you, the man said it right over here. It's the most beautiful word in the dictionary. You have other words that are damn nice like love, but I tell you, I think it's more beautiful than love, the word tariff.
And according to him, it is all going perfectly.
Big. And it's not sustainable. And I was elected on this. This was one of the biggest reasons I got elected, was exactly because of this. And we're going to put tariffs, we've already put them on. It's not a question of we will. We're going to put them on. And those tariffs next year will make us $1 trillion. In addition to the $1 trillion, thousands of companies are going to relocate back into the United States.
Billions. Yes, Donald. But let me explain this in a way you might understand. Saying we made billions from tariffs is like a guy setting fire to his neighbor's car and bragging about how much the fine was. Here is the thing about tariffs. They are not paid by foreign governments. They are paid by American importers and eventually you, the consumer. It is like Trump saw a pothole in the road and decided to fix it by taking a baseball bat to your tires. It is essentially a tax that only affects you, but with more flags and shouting, and the results, well, let us just say, America is definitely feeling it. Tariffs have cost the average household over $1,000 a year. Farmers have been decimated. Factories are struggling. Harley-Davidson is moving production overseas. And that is before we get to the balloon arch decorators who now apparently cannot afford imported helium. let us take a quick stroll through the tariff graveyard. First, farmers. Trump promised to save them. Then he started a trade war with China, their largest customer, and China said, "No soy for you." Second, automakers. Trump added steel tariffs. Suddenly, cars cost more. Then he tried to tariff foreign cars even more, which is hilarious, because Trump's personal car collection looks like the Fast and the Furious. But make it Monaco. Now Trump's defenders say it is about bringing jobs back, and that is a great sentiment. But like most Trump promises, the devil is in the poorly typed all-caps tweet, because while a few manufacturing jobs were created, more were lost in downstream industries that rely on imports, like retail, construction, and yes, balloon art. And tariffs have started global economic bar fights. China retaliated with tariffs on American pork, wine, and lobsters. Poor lobsters. First, they are boiled alive. Now they are caught in a geopolitical custody battle, and all this tit-for-tat has created economic uncertainty. Markets hate that. Businesses hate that. It is like your boss showing up every morning, spinning a giant wheel, and deciding whether everyone is fired, promoted, or sent to fight Canada with Nerf guns. South here is the bottom line. Tariffs sound tough. They let politicians pound their chests and yell, "We are not being taken advantage of," but in reality, they are just another tax, and you are paying for it. And while Trump insists this is the art of the deal, what we have really gotten is the fart of the feel. You do not know where it came from, but you are still stuck living in the stink.
Hello, America. It's your favorite president here. Believe me, everyone's saying it. Today, I want to talk to you about promises made and promises, well, let's just get started. First, grocery prices. I said they'd come down dramatically and fast, like warp speed. But folks, did you know groceries are complicated? Nobody knew grocery stores could be so complicated. Maybe I'll just declare them fake prices. Problem solved. Now, the Russia-Ukraine war. I promised it'd be over in 24 hours. Easy, right? Turns out those guys really like fighting. Very stubborn, great fighters, tremendous endurance. So I've decided my 24 hours are presidential hours. That gives me about 4 more years, roughly speaking. You're welcome. Supreme Court nominations day 1 list. Turns out they're a little shy. They prefer to remain anonymous nominees. We're working on it. So mysterious, very exciting. And sanctuary cities, I promised to ban them day 1. But then someone told me cities aren't like Twitter accounts. You can't just ban them. Who knew? I'll send Congress a strongly worded tweet. Stay tuned. The Green New Deal, I promised to ban it. Turns out it never happened. So technically it's banned by default. Another promise kept. You're welcome again. Electric vehicles, I promised to reverse Biden's policy immediately, but someone hid my keys to the executive order drawer. Probably Obama. I'll have Rudy look into it. Schools pushing bad content, cutting funding day 1. Turns out education funding is important or something. Who knew? I'll circle back to it. Big circles, tremendous circles. Closing the border day 1, I declared a national emergency. But Mexico keeps sneaking people in through something called doors. We're investigating those. Biggest deportation ever, started strong. Then we realized America is really big, like really big, possibly the biggest country ever. Tips, taxes. Who knew eliminating taxes involves legislation? Congress is so slow, very lazy. Utility bills. Turns out electricity doesn't listen when you just shout at it. Who knew? Housing, cutting federal regulations sounded great. Turns out houses are built locally. Did anyone else know that? Opioids, very tough, very sad. I promised to fix it day 1, but apparently is solved immediately. And let's form a committee sound really similar. Honest mistake, folks. Canada and Mexico tariffs, I promised by February 1st. It's March now. Did you know calendars can be wrong? Mine was made in China. Sad. Eliminating DEI programs, working on it. I mean, we fired people, lots of people. I'm told that's different from eliminating. Who knew vocabulary mattered? In conclusion, America, promises made, promises. Well, I mean, we're looking into it. Believe me, nobody looks into things like me. Greatest looker into her ever. Good night, America. And remember, if a promise isn't kept, it's probably fake news.